it a short one. So my father, when during the partition, before that, my grandparents, my father used to stay in Lahore.
Also, how do you see these technologies like AI and robotics reshaping the defense ammunition sector?
Then, you know, always have patience while doing business because patience is the key.
So, folks, you have tuned into TGV and hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice podcast series, the world's only quadrilingual podcast at this moment of recording. And we are trying to embark into multiple languages as we speak. And here we embark on transformative conversations for a better future. And we want to simplify and amplify your journey to success. I'm your host, Navin Samala, dedicated to making the world a better place by bringing you wisdom through valuable discussions with experts designed to simplify and amplify your success. And thank you so much for tuning in. So, folks, today we are joined by Sahil Lutra, founder and managing director of Vijayan Defense Solutions. He is a visionary entrepreneur advancing India's self-reliance in defense manufacturing. And with over 15 years of business experience and a legacy rooted in entrepreneurship, Sahil is a driving force behind innovative solutions in the defense ammunition sector under the Make in India initiative. And today we are going to have an interesting conversation on the topic at hand, forging strength, building India's defense future. But before we get started, here's an exciting twist as always. Let us tickle our guest's brain. So Sahil, get ready for a rapid fire round of random words. I'll mention a few and I would love to hear the first thing that comes to your mind in response. Without thinking much, if you're ready, let's get started.
Yes, please.
Okay. My first word is curiosity.
Everything. I'm curious about everything.
Invention.
Breakthrough, breaking invention, I feel.
I see. And then future.
Limitless.
Okay. Universe.
Karma. What goes around comes back around.
Mm-hmm. And then leadership.
My father.
Success.
My father.
Legacy.
Myself. I am moving forward my father's legacy.
Wow. And then precision.
Business. It should always be precise.
Okay. And then innovation.
Defense. It should always be innovative so that we can always help our soldiers.
Resilience.
Resilience. My father.
Wow. I think you are super inspired by your father.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about it in the coming questions. And my last word is entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Can I skip that? Entrepreneurship is something difficult. It's actually something very big if I come on the discussion of entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Sure. Anyways, we are going to have further conversation. And first of all, Sahil, thank you so much for participating in the first rapid fire round. And there is one more rapid fire round towards the end of the episode. So stay tuned. And before I get started, hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice podcast series. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much. It's a privilege to join and be on your podcast. I am doing great. Thank you. I hope the same for you.
Absolutely great. I'm doing very well. And let's get started. My first question to you is, who is your guiding voice?
My guiding voice is first my God, my Shivji, and second my father. I have learned a lot from my father. I have seen his struggles. So you can say my guiding voice, my inspiration, everything. So my God and my father, Shivji and my father.
Okay, wonderful. And talk to us about your success mantra, as in share the top 3 things that have contributed to your success so far.
So first is clear vision. always have your clear vision of what you want to do. Always stay focused, because if you don't have focus and you don't have your vision, you will never succeed in your business. Then, you know, always have patience while doing business, because patience is the key. If you don't have patience, you're always, taking big steps, you will fall down. Take step one by one and you will succeed. So I think these are the three mantras: patience, uh, you know, uh, stay focused, and the vision should always be clear.
Wow. Wonderful. And talk to us about some of the toughest lessons that you have learned in your entrepreneurial journey.
So the toughest is, one is time. In
Mm-hmm.
defense, if we talk particularly about defense business, it's very time consuming. So you have to have patience. Again, patience is there. If you're in a hurry in a business, you will always, face losses, etc. So one, you should always, the challenge is time. Always, take time. It's time consuming, but have patience. Then, collaboration, joint ventures, have the right team, all these.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then your entrepreneurial journey, if you talk about it, I think it began in land banking, which is inspired by your father's legacy. So, what was the defining moment that led you to the defense sector?
So basically, I joined my father right after, after my schooling. So I did my graduation, but I was always interested in business. So I got the opportunity to seek a lot of knowledge and experience from him. So luckily, the uh, reliant, relicent, and uh, make in India uh, initiative. These are the
Mm-hmm.
things that actually pushed me and helped me to move forward, and especially the government initiatives. Our Honorable Prime Minister and the Defense Minister, their vision, and basically giving an opportunity to the private sector to enter the defense sector. This was
Mm-hmm.
something that pushed me, and I always had that, patriotism, and I wanted to help India in the defense sector. So
Mm-hmm.
this is something why how I transitioned from land banking to defense.
Mm-hmm. And your father is known as the lottery king of India, right? Can you talk a bit about it?
Yeah, so he was the lottery king during 1970s till 1990s. So that is why, I am so inspired by him. This word, whenever somebody uses this word, it gives me goosebumps, you can say, because it's a very big word. And during that time, media was very less. There was, uh, at that time, someone being labeled as the lottery king or to be on the media and all of that, that gave me a lot of inspiration. So, Lottery King, he has done his part, and luckily he succeeded. And he was one of the big top shots and the big names in the lottery industry at that time. And that is how my inspiration grew. And he had a lot of exposure, a lot of knowledge, and he met many different kind of people globally. So the exposure he got, that actually I got the opportunity, and I'm grateful that I could seek from him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And also talk to us about lessons from your father's success as the lottery king of India. How have they shaped your approach to leadership and innovation?
So I'll make it a short one. So my father, when during the partition, before that, my grandparents, my father used to stay in Lahore. So that was all India at that time. So when the partition happened, leaving everything behind and coming to India, it was a big challenge for all the families, I feel, whoever shifted from there and came here. So my father sitting on the footpath selling books, I'm frankly telling you, to make his family survive, family of seven brothers and sisters and parents, from that to today where he is, that is a big inspiration for me. And today he was one of the most influential and well-known personalities of India. So it's a big inspiration for me to see that. And he always taught me that respect is something. If you don't respect someone, you will never gain respect. And secondly, have patience, and you should always use your brains at the right time. Never miss
Hmm.
opportunities, because opportunities come very less. If you don't see them, you will miss them. And that is where you will fall.
Wonderful. All right, so let's move forward and talk about this defense manufacturing, right? It requires a unique blend of precision, innovation, and most importantly, compliance, right? So, how do you guys ensure your solutions meet these high standards?
So for this, we are thankful to God. We have a great team. So our vice president of the company is veteran Lieutenant General Kamaljeet Singh sir. He
Mm-hmm.
His vast experience in army helps us. Then former Chief Secretary of Gujarat, Mr. G.R. Aloria sir, one of the senior most bureaucrats of India. He's our chief advisor. His advisory and his advices, suggestions are, very unique, and they help us to move forward. Then our consultants, Sugosho Advisory, they are from the army background. Their consultancy, helps us a lot with many rewards which have to be given to the army, to the uh, government. So the basically the team, because of these three, and then our legal advisor, all of them, their suggestions, their hard work. Then the most important is transfer of technology and your
Mm-hmm.
joint venture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it, got it. Also, how do you see these technologies like AI and robotics reshaping the defense ammunition sector?
So they are revolutionizing, and
Mhm.
enhances precision and cuts down human error. But again, somewhere I feel it's scary also.
Hmm.
You see so many Hollywood movies. People feel it's all you know lies and fiction. But what if it gets true? What if the robots, the AI gets out of hand? At least human, you have your own control, but not the robots. So yes, it's amazing to see the world go forward in AI and robotics, but somehow I feel it's scary also on the other hand. So it's better to give the minimum control to the robots and AI.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. And also, you got early exposure to entrepreneurship, right? So, how did this influence your risk taking ability and also decision making? Because your sector is highly regulated.
Yes. So, see, my family taught me a lot. They taught me about risk taking. Then I saw my father taking bold moves because, see, the confidence, he had that confidence. So, business is always risk taking. You have to take bold steps and you have to take that risk because you don't know you will succeed or fall. So, this is something, risk is always there in any kind of business. And then regulations, yes, regulations are there. A lot of regulations are there. But again, thankfully to our Honorable Prime Minister and our Honorable Defense Minister, the regulations have become more easy, and they are more in favor to the investors and the private sector now. If you are working legally and you have the right team, I think the regulations won't matter as such. Because see, every business in India has regulations. Even the land banking has. You just can't just go and buy land or sell it off. You have to see a lot of things. You have to go to the uh, government offices, etc. So regulations are always there, and I feel regulations are necessary also. Otherwise, the bad elements can always have the way out of the business, and that will be a big problem for investors like us.
Hmm. Got it. Got it. So this has been fabulous conversation so far, and it's time for us to add some more spice and some more excitement to the episode, which means it's time for us to kick off the second rapid fire round. If you're ready, let's get
Yes,
started. Okay, so here comes my first question. And if you could have one gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say?
it would say our company's motto, defense with intelligence.
Defense with intelligence. Awesome. And can you describe yourself in just one word?
Driven,
Okay.
because
And
I'm
then,
always yeah, please,
uh-huh.
sorry.
Yeah, continue. Yeah.
No, no, please, you carry on.
Okay. And then a book or a person that inspires you other than your father.
Um, our former Honorable Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful.
Yes.
And then India's most significant defense innovation according to you.
BrahMos missile.
BrahMos. Okay. And then
Yes.
okay. So land banking or defense manufacturing, which is the most challenging sector?
Defense, for sure.
Okay. And your go-to stress buster after a long day.
My son,
How old is he?
he's 6 years. He's just going to turn 6 in January. So I
Oh.
look forward when I have a lot of stress. I either call him, I do video calling so that he's the stress buster.
Okay. And then if you are not in the defense sector, which industry would you explore?
Ethanol. I
Okay.
have a
And
lot of interest in ethanol manufacturing.
okay, got it. And what is one business value you live by every day?
Respect time.
Respect time. Awesome.
Yeah.
The proudest moment in your entrepreneurial journey so far?
Venturing into defense. Incorporating this entity, Vijayan Trishul Defense Solutions.
And here comes the last one for the second rapid fire round. Your favorite historical figure in defense or leadership?
Uh, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji.
Awesome. Yeah, I think he's the role model for many of us. And Sahil,
Super.
yeah, thank you again for participating in the second rapid fire round as well. And let's flip back to the mainstream. So, for aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to enter high stakes industries like defense, what qualities or strategies would you recommend they develop?
I would say patience, adaptability, and build solid network. Networking is the key. If you don't have a good network, you won't be able to move forward, even if you have the investment, etc. Network is the key, and patience for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation and it was quite insightful. And how is your experience being hosted on The Guiding Voice?
It was wonderful. It was a great vibe, and most of all, very comfortable. I didn't get to be conscious, so I really enjoyed it, and I'm thankful, and it's a privilege to be on your podcast.
Yeah, most welcome, Sahil, and thank you once again. And looking forward to hosting you again in future. So, friends, that was our episode with Sahil Lutar. And before we jump into the fun trivia section, we have a quick request. In case if you haven't already subscribed to our podcast, please subscribe from wherever you have tuned in. Also, if you have enjoyed the conversation and found it useful, request you to share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues who would also like TGV. All right, now it's time for us to cruise into the trivia segment. And today's trivia is about 2 lesser known and interesting facts about countries with strong defense sectors. First one is Israel's mandatory military service fuels technological innovation. In Israel, mandatory military service has not only strengthened national defense but also significantly contributed to the country's booming tech industry. And many Israeli tech entrepreneurs are veterans of the Israeli Defense Forces, which is popularly known as IDF, and elite intelligence and cyber units such as Unit 8200, known as a hub for technological innovation. And this unique system fosters cutting edge skills that later transition into civilian tech startups. And second fact is about South Korea's defensive tourism industry. South Korea has turned its heavily fortified demilitarized zone, which is called DMZ, into a major tourist attraction, blending defense with cultural interests. And tourists can visit military outposts, view North Korea through binoculars, and learn about the ongoing conflict. So this unusual blend of military presence and tourism generates significant revenue while keeping global attention on the country's security issues. So this is all I wanted to share from the trivia perspective. Likewise, if you are aware of any interesting facts related to defense sector, do let me know. And if you are watching this episode on YouTube, you can comment there. Or if you found this episode on audio platforms or some social media platforms, you can comment there as well. I will look forward to what you have to say. So, folks, that's it for today. Thank you once again for tuning in and also for being part of our awesome TGV family. So, until next time, take care, stay inspired. And remember, the best is yet to come. Goodbye for now. See you all in the next episode with another amazing guest. Take care and love you all. Bye bye.